It's a new year, and there's plenty of great action in the first weekend of 2024. We preview it all in this edition of the NCHC Morning Skate, powered by the Rink Live. We'll begin in Grand Forks, where North Dakota hosts Independent Alaska at the Ralph. Since the holiday break, UND has only played an exhibition game against the U.S. Under-18 team. The Fighting Hawks begin the new year having dropped 3 straight overtime games in conference play. Still, they're in second place in the NCHC standings with 5 wins in 8 games. They're led in scoring by sophomore Jackson Blake, who has 22 points, including 11 goals in 18 games. That puts him in 7th place in the NCHC. Not surprisingly, Miami transfer Ludwig Persson has been a rock in goal for UND. He's started all 18 games and carries a .909 save percentage with a 2.21 goals against average. The two schools haven't met since October of 2012 when the Nanooks beat UND for their own Alaska Goal Rush Tournament Championship. Also this week, Denver is back home at Magnus Arena to host Niagara of Atlantic Hockey. Like UND, the Pioneers haven't played an NCAA game since December 8 and 9 when they split a series at Western Michigan and picked up 2 points with an overtime win. The Pios had just an exhibition game against AHCA club Minot State as a tune-up for this series. DU is 4th in the NCHC with 13 points and is tied with UND for the most overall wins this season at 12 apiece. The Pios boast the NCHC's top 3 scorers in Massimo Rizzo, Jack Devine, and defenseman Zeev Buyam. Rizzo has an NCAA best 31 points in 18 games, while Devine paces the country with 15 goals. Buyam and DU head coach David Carl will be returning from Sweden after representing Team USA at the World Junior Championship. DU is a perfect 6-0 all-time against Niagara. The two schools last met in the 2019-20 season when the Pios swept a series at home. The Purple Eagles did have success against the NCHC last weekend, knocking off Miami. Western Michigan is the 3rd NCHC school in action this week, visiting Lindenwood in Missouri for the second 2-game series of the year between the two teams. Western finished up the first half of the season with a 4-point split against Denver at home on December 8th and 9th, and has played just an exhibition game against Western Ontario since then. The Broncos are led by captain Luke Granger, who is 4th in the NCHC with 25 points, and the 1-2 goal-scoring tandem of Dylan Wendt and Northeastern transfer Sam Colangelo. They both rank in the top 5 in goals in the NCHC. Goaltender Cameron Rowe's 2.19 goals against average and .915 save percentage are both among the top 2 in the NCHC. The Broncos took down Lindenwood 3-1 and 5-1 when the two teams met for the very first time a month ago at Lawson. Granger and Wendt each had 3 points in the sweep of the Lions. Omaha heads to Arizona this week to face a tough field in Arizona State's Desert Hockey Classic. The Mavericks will play UMass Lowell of Hockey East to open the tournament on Friday and then face either future NCHC foe ASU or Harvard the next night. The Mavericks went into the holiday break tied for 6th in the NCHC, finishing with a 2-2 tie against St. Cloud State that netted them 2 points thanks to a shootout win. Ty Mueller leads UNO with 6 goals and 12 points in 16 games, while defenseman Joe LeMay has 10 points in only 13 games. Sophomore Simon Latkozy has been steady in net for the Mavericks with 6 of their 9 wins. Omaha last faced UMass Lowell in October of 2017, splitting a series in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Practiced the last few days and excited to get down to Arizona and playing a good tournament. So I think it's going to be a great start to the second half. And anytime we get to be in a tournament setting too, I think that's exciting too, facing some different opponents than usual. And the guys are looking forward to it.
In other upcoming action, Colorado College has a rare Sunday-Monday series at Minnesota of the Big Ten. The Tigers tuned up for that series with a 7-1 exhibition win at home over Minot State on December 29th. CC went into the holiday break on a roll, putting together back-to-back 3-2 overtime wins over then number 1 North Dakota in Grand Forks on December 8th and 9th. Sophomore Gleb Veremyev leads the Tigers in scoring with 13 points, and he and Noah Laba are tied for the team goal-scoring lead with 7 each. Sophomore Caden Mbarico has posted all 9 of CC's wins in goal this season. The Tigers and Gophers last played in October of 2019 when they split a series in Colorado Springs. CC will remain in the state of Minnesota before facing UMD the following weekend. Speaking of, Minnesota Duluth plays an exhibition game at in-state foe St. Thomas of the CCHA on Saturday. The Bulldogs have a pair of games under their belts in the second half of the season. They finished third at the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off in Milwaukee on December 28th and 29th. After dropping a 4-3 overtime decision to Northeastern in the opener, UMD came back for a 4-1 win over Air Force the next night. Ben Steeves had 3 goals in the tournament, including 2 in the win. He's now second in the NCHC with 14 goals, and he leads UMD with 21 points. Last season, UMD picked up a 2-1 exhibition win over the Tommies in Duluth. Now to the standings as the second half of the season gets underway in earnest. St. Cloud State, which is idle this week, has a 4-point lead over North Dakota, while Western Michigan and Denver are separated by a point in third and fourth. The pursuit of the Penrose Cup resumes for all next weekend. Here's what the upcoming schedule looks like the next few days with games on Friday through Monday. North Dakota and Denver host the only 2 home series, so all 4 of those games can be seen live on NCHC.TV, the official streaming platform of the conference. And check out NCHCHockey.com for the latest news, scores, and stats from the weekend. 2024 promises to be a great year for hockey in the NCHC, and it all starts this weekend. Thanks for watching the NCHC Morning Skate, powered by the Rink Live.